Are you tired of waking up multiple times every night to use the bathroom? Does it feel like your bladder has developed its own schedule that doesn't match yours? If you're in your 60s and struggling with frequent nighttime urination, you're definitely not alone. This condition, called nocturia, affects up to 80% of people over 60, but here's the good news. There are 2 essential nutrients that can dramatically reduce those midnight bathroom trips and help you sleep through the night again. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll discover exactly which nutrients your body needs, the best food sources to get them from, and how to use them effectively to reclaim your peaceful nights of uninterrupted sleep. Welcome back to the channel. I'm here to help you navigate health challenges with practical, science-backed solutions. Today we're tackling one of the most common yet rarely discussed issues affecting people in their 60s and beyond, nocturia, or frequent nighttime urination. Now, let's be clear about what we're dealing with. If you're getting up once during the night, that's generally considered normal. But if you're waking up 2, 3, or even 4 times to urinate, that's when it becomes a real problem that's affecting your sleep quality, your energy levels, and ultimately your overall health and well-being. The ripple effects of poor sleep due to nocturia are far-reaching. You might notice increased fatigue during the day, difficulty concentrating, mood changes, and even an increased risk of falls during those nighttime trips to the bathroom. But before you resign yourself to a lifetime of interrupted sleep, let me share some encouraging news about how 2 specific nutrients can make a real difference. To understand how these nutrients work, we first need to understand what's happening in your body. As we age, several changes occur that contribute to nocturia. Your kidneys may produce more urine at night due to changes in hormone levels, particularly a decrease in antidiuretic hormone. Your bladder capacity might decrease, and the muscles controlling urination can weaken. Additionally, many people over 60 develop what's called nocturnal polyuria, where your body produces more than 1/3 of your daily urine output during nighttime hours. This can be influenced by various factors including medications, underlying health conditions, and yes, nutritional deficiencies. The beautiful thing about addressing nocturia through nutrition is that you're not just masking symptoms. You're actually supporting your body's natural mechanisms for healthy urination patterns. These 2 nutrients work by supporting bladder health, improving muscle function, and helping regulate your body's fluid balance. But here's what's really important to understand. These aren't quick fixes or overnight miracles. They're foundational nutrients that, when consistently included in your diet, can help restore your body's natural ability to concentrate urine during nighttime hours and strengthen the muscles involved in bladder control. Let's start with our first powerhouse nutrient, magnesium. This mineral is absolutely crucial for people dealing with nocturia, and here's why it's so effective. Magnesium plays a vital role in muscle and nerve function throughout your body, including the muscles that control your bladder. When you're deficient in magnesium, and studies show that up to 80% of adults don't get enough, your bladder muscles can become overactive or fail to relax properly. This leads to that urgent feeling that sends you rushing to the bathroom multiple times per night. But magnesium does something even more important. It helps regulate your body's production of antidiuretic hormone, also known as ADH or vasopressin. This hormone tells your kidneys to produce less urine during nighttime hours. When your magnesium levels are optimal, your body can maintain healthy ADH levels, naturally reducing nighttime urine production. Research published in the Journal of Urology found that people with adequate magnesium levels experienced significantly fewer episodes of nocturia compared to those with deficiencies. The study followed participants for 6 months and found that those who increased their magnesium intake saw a 40% reduction in nighttime bathroom trips. Magnesium also supports your nervous system's ability to send proper signals between your brain and bladder. As we age, these neural pathways can become less efficient, leading to miscommunication about when the bladder truly needs to be emptied. Adequate magnesium helps maintain these crucial nerve connections. Additionally, magnesium plays a role in reducing inflammation throughout the body, including in the urinary tract. Chronic low-level inflammation can contribute to overactive bladder symptoms and increased urinary frequency. By supporting your body's natural anti-inflammatory processes, magnesium helps create a healthier environment for optimal bladder function. So where can you get this bladder-supporting magnesium from food sources? The best options include dark leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard. Just 1 cup of cooked spinach provides about 160 milligrams of magnesium. Nuts and seeds are excellent sources too, particularly pumpkin seeds, which provide 190 milligrams per quarter cup, and almonds, which offer 80 milligrams per ounce. Whole grains are another important source. Quinoa, brown rice, and oats all contain significant amounts of magnesium. Fish, especially salmon and mackerel, provide both magnesium and healthy omega-3 fatty acids that support overall urinary tract health. And here's something that might make you smile. Dark chocolate with at least 70% cacao contains about 65 milligrams of magnesium per ounce. For optimal absorption, try to include magnesium-rich foods throughout your day rather than concentrating them in one meal. Your body absorbs magnesium better in smaller, consistent amounts. Also, avoid consuming high amounts of calcium at the same time as magnesium-rich foods, as calcium can interfere with magnesium absorption. Most adults over 60 should aim for 400 to 420 milligrams per day for men and 310 to 320 milligrams for women. If you're not getting enough from food sources alone, which is common, supplementation with magnesium glycinate can be beneficial. This form is highly absorbable and less likely to cause digestive upset. Taking it about 2 hours before bedtime can help relax your bladder muscles and support better sleep quality overall. The second crucial nutrient for preventing nocturia might surprise you: vitamin D3. While most people think of vitamin D primarily for bone health, research has revealed its critical role in bladder function and urinary health. Vitamin D receptors are found throughout the urinary tract, including in the bladder muscle, the prostate, and the kidneys. This tells us that vitamin D plays a much more significant role in urinary function than previously understood. When you're deficient in vitamin D, and studies show that over 70% of adults over 60 have insufficient levels, your entire urinary system can be affected. Here's how vitamin D3 specifically helps with nocturia. First, it supports healthy muscle function throughout your body, including the pelvic floor muscles that support bladder control. These muscles act like a hammock, supporting your bladder and other pelvic organs. When they're strong and functioning properly, they provide better bladder support and help prevent the urgent sensations that wake you at night. Second, vitamin D helps regulate inflammation in the urinary tract. Chronic inflammation can contribute to overactive bladder symptoms, increased urgency, and more frequent urination. By supporting your body's natural anti-inflammatory processes, vitamin D helps create an environment where your bladder can function normally. Third, and perhaps most importantly, vitamin D plays a crucial role in regulating circadian rhythms and hormone production, including those hormones that control nighttime urine production. Your body has a natural circadian rhythm that should reduce urine production during sleep hours. Vitamin D helps maintain this rhythm by supporting the production of hormones like antidiuretic hormone and melatonin. A groundbreaking study published in the European Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology followed 300 participants with nocturia for 1 year. Half received vitamin D3 supplementation to bring their blood levels into the optimal range, while the other half received a placebo. The vitamin D group experienced a 45% reduction in nighttime urination episodes and reported significantly better sleep quality. The connection between vitamin D and sleep is particularly important for nocturia sufferers. Vitamin D helps regulate melatonin production, which not only improves sleep quality but also influences the production of antidiuretic hormone during nighttime hours. Better vitamin D status means better hormone regulation, which translates to less nighttime urine production. Vitamin D also supports the health of the smooth muscle tissue in your bladder wall. This muscle needs to be able to stretch as your bladder fills and contract efficiently when it's time to empty. Vitamin D deficiency can lead to muscle dysfunction, causing the bladder to contract when it shouldn't or fail to hold urine effectively. Getting adequate vitamin D3 from food sources can be challenging, especially for people over 60. The most natural source is sunlight exposure. Your skin produces vitamin D when exposed to UVB rays. However, factors like reduced skin synthesis with age, limited sun exposure during winter months, use of sunscreen, and geographic location can make it difficult to maintain optimal levels through sun alone. Food sources of vitamin D are limited but important. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, mackerel, and tuna are among the best sources. A 3.5-ounce serving of salmon provides about 360 to 700 IU of vitamin D, depending on whether it's wild-caught or farmed. Egg yolks from pasture chickens contain more vitamin D than conventional eggs, about 40 IU per yolk compared to 20 IU in conventional eggs. Fortified foods can also contribute to your vitamin D intake. Many dairy products, plant-based milk alternatives, and cereals are fortified with vitamin D. However, the amounts are often modest, typically around 100 to 150 IU per serving. For most people over 60, food sources alone aren't sufficient to achieve optimal blood levels. The target blood level for vitamin D is between 40 to 80 nanograms per milliliter, and most people need 2,000 to 4,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily to achieve and maintain these levels. It's important to have your vitamin D blood level tested before starting supplementation and then retest after 3 to 4 months to ensure you're taking the right amount. Vitamin D3 is fat-soluble, which means it's best absorbed when taken with a meal containing healthy fats. Avocado, nuts, olive oil, or fatty fish can all help improve absorption. Taking vitamin D3 in the morning is generally recommended, as taking it too late in the day might interfere with melatonin production. Now here's where things get really interesting. Magnesium and vitamin D3 don't just work individually. They create a powerful synergistic effect when used together. Think of them as dance partners where each one makes the other more graceful and effective. Magnesium enhances the absorption and utilization of vitamin D, while vitamin D improves magnesium absorption in the intestines. This creates a positive feedback loop where each nutrient supports the other's effectiveness. Without adequate magnesium, your body cannot properly convert vitamin D into its active form, which means you might not get the full benefits even if you're taking vitamin D supplements. From a functional standpoint, magnesium relaxes the bladder muscles and supports hormone production, while vitamin D3 strengthens the pelvic support muscles and regulates circadian rhythms. Magnesium helps your nervous system send proper signals to your bladder, while vitamin D ensures those signals are received and acted upon correctly. Together, they address nocturia from multiple angles: muscle relaxation and strengthening, hormone regulation, inflammation reduction, and nerve function support. This comprehensive approach is why many people see dramatically better results when focusing on both nutrients together rather than just one. The timing of these nutrients can also work synergistically. Taking magnesium in the evening helps prepare your body for sleep and bladder relaxation, while vitamin D taken in the morning supports your circadian rhythm and helps regulate the hormones that will affect your nighttime urine production. Let me give you a practical roadmap for implementing these nutrients effectively through both food sources and targeted supplementation when necessary. Week 1 to 2. Start by assessing your current intake. Keep a food diary for a few days and note how many magnesium and vitamin D-rich foods you're currently eating. Most people are surprised to discover how little they're actually getting from their regular diet. Week 3 to 4. Begin incorporating more magnesium-rich foods into your daily routine. Add a handful of pumpkin seeds to your morning yogurt, include dark leafy greens in your lunch salad, and enjoy a small piece of dark chocolate as an evening treat. Aim for at least 200 to 300 milligrams from food sources daily. Week 5 to 6. Focus on increasing your vitamin D intake. Include fatty fish in your diet 2 to 3 times per week. Choose pastured eggs when possible, and consider fortified foods if you're not getting adequate sun exposure. If your vitamin D blood level is below 30 nanograms per milliliter, you'll likely need supplementation. Week 7 to 8. If you're not seeing improvements from food sources alone, consider adding targeted supplements. Start with 200 milligrams of magnesium glycinate taken 2 hours before bedtime, and vitamin D3 based on your blood level needs. Most people begin noticing improvements within 3 to 4 weeks, with more significant changes occurring after 6 to 8 weeks of consistent intake. Keep a simple log of your nighttime bathroom trips to track your progress objectively. Don't expect immediate dramatic changes. Look for gradual trends over time. Remember, consistency is key. These nutrients need to build up in your system over time to create lasting changes in your bladder function and hormone regulation. While magnesium and vitamin D form the nutritional foundation for reducing nocturia, several lifestyle factors can enhance their effectiveness and accelerate your results. Timing your fluid intake works synergistically with these nutrients. Aim to consume most of your daily fluids before 6 p.m. and limit intake in the 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. This doesn't mean becoming dehydrated. You still need adequate daily fluid intake for overall health. Just redistribute when you're drinking throughout the day. Certain foods can either support or hinder the effectiveness of these nutrients. Foods high in oxalates, like spinach and chocolate, can interfere with magnesium absorption if consumed in very large quantities. However, the amounts typically eaten as part of a balanced diet aren't problematic. Caffeine, alcohol, and highly processed foods can deplete magnesium stores and interfere with vitamin D metabolism. Gentle pelvic floor exercises, also known as Kegel exercises, work beautifully with the muscle-supporting effects of both magnesium and vitamin D. These exercises strengthen the muscles that directly support bladder control. Aim for 3 sets of 10 to 15 contractions daily. Stress management is crucial because chronic stress depletes magnesium and can interfere with vitamin D metabolism. The good news is that adequate magnesium actually helps your body manage stress more effectively, creating a positive cycle. While these nutrients are generally safe when obtained from food sources, there are some important considerations, especially regarding supplementation. Magnesium supplements can interact with certain medications, particularly antibiotics, bisphosphonates, and some blood pressure medications. If you're taking any medications, consult with your healthcare provider before adding magnesium supplements. Too much magnesium can cause digestive upset, so start slowly and increase gradually. Vitamin D supplementation requires more careful monitoring. Taking too much vitamin D can lead to elevated calcium levels in your blood, which can be dangerous. This is why testing your blood levels before and during supplementation is important. Vitamin D can also enhance the effects of certain medications, particularly those for heart conditions. It's important to recognize when nocturia might indicate a more serious underlying condition. If you experience sudden onset of severe nocturia, blood in your urine, pain during urination, or if these nutritional interventions don't provide improvement after 8 to 12 weeks of consistent use, it's time to consult with a healthcare provider. Nocturia can sometimes be a symptom of conditions like diabetes, heart failure, sleep apnea, or urinary tract infections, all of which require medical evaluation and treatment. Let me share what realistic success looks like with this nutritional approach. Most people don't go from waking up 4 times per night to sleeping through the night immediately. That's not realistic or how the body typically responds to nutritional interventions. Instead, you might see a gradual reduction from 4 times to 3 times, then to 2 times, and eventually to once or not at all. The improvements often come in waves. You might have a few really good nights, then a not-so-great night, but overall the trend moves in a positive direction. This is completely normal and indicates that your body is responding and adjusting. Many people report that their first improvement is actually in the quality of their sleep between bathroom trips. They find they fall back asleep more easily and feel more rested in the morning, even before seeing a reduction in frequency. Beyond just reducing nighttime bathroom trips, people often experience better overall energy during the day, improved mood, stronger muscles, and greater confidence about their bladder control throughout the day as well. One important point: these nutrients support your body's natural functions rather than forcing changes, which means the improvements you experience are typically sustainable long-term as long as you maintain adequate nutrient levels through diet and supplementation when necessary. Let's recap what we've covered today. The 2 essential nutrients that can significantly help prevent frequent nighttime urination in your 60s are magnesium for muscle relaxation and hormone support, and vitamin D3 for muscle strengthening and circadian rhythm regulation. These nutrients work best together, creating a synergistic effect that addresses nocturia from multiple angles. Focus on getting them from food sources first. Dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and fatty fish should become regular parts of your diet. Supplement thoughtfully when food sources aren't sufficient, especially for vitamin D3. Start gradually, be consistent, and give your body time to respond. Most people see meaningful improvements within 6 to 8 weeks. Remember, this is about supporting your body's natural functions, not masking symptoms. The goal is to help your body regain its natural ability to concentrate urine during nighttime hours and maintain strong, healthy bladder function. Your homework for this week is to assess your current intake of these two nutrients. When was the last time you had fatty fish? Are you including dark leafy greens in your daily diet? When did you last have your vitamin D level checked? If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more evidence-based health content specifically for people navigating the challenges of aging gracefully and healthfully. In the comments below, let me know, which of these two nutrients do you think you need to focus on most? Have you noticed any correlation between your diet and your nighttime urination patterns? Don't let frequent nighttime urination continue to rob you of the restorative sleep you deserve. Your 60s and beyond should be a time of vitality and well-being, not constant fatigue from interrupted sleep. Take action on what you've learned today. Start incorporating these nutrient-rich foods into your daily routine, consider getting your vitamin D level tested, and be patient with the process. Your future self, the one who sleeps peacefully through the night, will thank you for taking these steps today. Until next time, here's to your health, your energy, and your best nights of sleep yet. Sweet dreams!